I love horror games. More particular, one of my favorite styles of horror games is when they go for that old retro look, like PS1 style. I think those are so cool, and the graphics are, I mean, obviously they're not good graphics, but they just look, there's something about them that make them scarier. With the failure of my first attempt at a horror game, more on that later, you guys need something new to look forward to. So here we go. Let's try again at making a horror game. I actually have a friend that specializes in this style of games. Skull, otherwise known as Daxed, is the creator behind the game Horror House. You guys might have seen it on YouTube. There's been some videos made on it, but it's pretty popular, and it is fully made in that PS1 style of graphics. He will be helping me with this project. But when you're making a horror game, the first thing that you need is to think of a story. If there's no story, what's the point of playing the game? Alright, let me try to give you guys a basic rundown of the story. So you play as a prisoner, represented by this guy right here. You are on the run from the police for 3 murders that you committed. So you go to this house that you used to commit the murders at, and you hide away in it because you know the police will not find you here. But the twist is that the 3 people that you murdered come back to haunt you and your house. That is the basic story, and I'm not going to be saying any more. So here's the character model. As you can see, it is a guy in a prisoner outfit in that PS1 style. My boy Daxed really knows how to make some nice looking PS1 models. And this is who you will be playing as. Look at that face. Look at those big, luscious lips. We got some more tool assets over here. Looks like a crowbar, shovel, a hoe. I don't know what that's called. A wrench, a hammer, drill, pickaxe, pliers. So we got some assets over there. We got some ground assets as well. Some little tombstone assets. And then we got the main area right here. This is going to be your house. This is going to be where you live out your days hiding from the police. This is where it's going to happen. I'm actually going to showcase a little bit of what we have right now for the house. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. One thing I have to do though right now is that you saw how the player was holding a wrench in its hand. I need to make that use tools so that it's easier to unequip and equip new items and stuff like that. So I'm going to do that right now. So in starter pack, we're going to insert a new tool. We'll name this wrench. Next thing we need to do is go ahead and insert a local script into it. So this will just be named handler. And then one other thing is we're going to set to requires handle on the tool. We're going to set that to false. All right, let's go ahead and start scripting. So tool equals script.parent. We're going to define the player here. This is the boring stuff. So what we're doing right here is we are getting the camera. Then we need to define the run service. Run service is pretty much how we're going to constantly update the view model's position to stay within the camera. So we'll get the run service. We'll go ahead and see if the tool is being equipped by the player. If it is, we're going to set that value to true. Up here, let's also define replicated storage. And then let's also define the view model folder. Like that. Let's go ahead and set the parent of that to the camera. And then we're going to set that equipped value back to false. Run service dot render stepped connect function. So every step dot health is less than or equal to 0. Alright, so as you can see, it works now, but it's not positioned correctly, so we need to position it correctly. Alright, so I fixed the position of the wrench, and now it also sways when you move your camera around, so it just looks a lot nicer overall. Yeah, it looks pretty good, but there you go. So now it will be a lot easier to unequip and add tools to your inventory, because we're using the inventory system that Roblox already has. I'm going to be working on this game a lot, so I guess any suggestions that you have, leave them in the comments. I kind of know where I want to take the game, but I want to hear what ideas you guys have, so I'm open to pretty much anything you guys have to say. Let me know what you think would make the game better, scarier, you know, whatever it is. You want to tell me I'm pretty, you can leave that in the comments as well. You know, it's open. One thing I'm definitely gonna have to change in the next devlog is right now the system to open the doors and enter them uses click detectors, which when you're equipping a tool you can't click, so that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to redo that. But besides that, it's pretty much gonna be actually telling the story now and like making a game, giving you objectives to do and stuff like that. So alright, let's have a quick talk about Unpaid Workers. I am sorry for this game. You guys were extremely excited to play this, and me and my development team failed over and over again to release it for you guys. What ended up happening was the development team got very demotivated, specifically the scripters, and little work was being done, and it kind of held up the entire team. It held up the builders from doing their work, which caused them to get demotivated. So it kind of forced my hand, and I left the team. And then after that, the entire team fell apart. All of your donations were paid out to the developers, and here's proof of that. I did not take the money and run. I am sorry. I will never ever ask for another donation from you guys again. It eats at me that like I pretty much robbed you guys, and it's I'm sorry. Like I'm genuinely sorry for this game and for wasting your guys' time. The game has been passed down to a new team. Hopefully they are able to finish it. If they are, I will 100% come back to making content for this game. I hope this new project can serve as like reigniting that excitement and spark you guys have for Unpaid Workers. I know you guys love horror games. It's what blew up my channel. So hopefully this new thing with PS1 graphics, I love these type of games. Hopefully this gets you guys excited for something. And actually, while I've been making this game, I had an idea. Would you guys be interested in me bringing back the horror game kit, but instead of it being the realistic horror game kit, I made a new one for PS1 graphics, and it would have all these assets, these scripts you guys can use to make your own PS1-styled horror games. If you guys are interested in joining my Discord server, I talk in there all the time, as well as sending updates for any new projects that I am working on. I also host giveaways as well, so if that's something that interests you, join up that Discord, linked in the description. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as that notifications button. I upload weekly Roblox development content, so make sure you never miss an upload. Anyways, that's all for today's video. Chase your dreams, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.